All right, all right. All right, here we go. What's up, everybody? What's going on? The NBA and NHL season is over. The World Cup is heating up. The first round of group games at the 2026 World Cup is complete. 1 week down at the World Cup. I gotta say, this is a really, really cool event, a very cool event. There's something special about seeing the fans around the world invested in the same thing at the same time. I was at the gas station the other day getting gas, and the cashier, the store clerk, was completely locked into his phone watching the live stream of the game. He was completely absorbed and focused on whatever game he was viewing on his device that he barely focused on me trying to insert my debit card to pay for gas. His mind visibly on the game that he was glancing at on his phone behind the register. I walked into the local liquor store the other day to pick up something, and the store owner, who I know really well, I'm a regular there, so he's a guy I see constantly, and we talk, and even he was deeply engaged in what was happening on a flat screen TV he has in his store. There were a few customers who stood ahead of me waiting their turn, heads turned towards the TV. You can't convince me that every single person is actually a die-hard big time soccer fan. They're not. They're just, you know, here for the moment and the hype. I think what it is because it only happens every 4 years and it's the slowest time of the year for sports, that there's really nothing else happening, that it is just so captivating of an event that even the casuals are swept away by the electric thrill of the moment. I have not once surrendered to the intoxicating excitement. Caught up in the sudden, dazzling momentum, I momentarily forgot it's baseball season. Baseball can wait. The World Cup only happens every 4 years, and we may never get this again in our lifetimes. Not everybody shares the same level of passion for soccer, but right now, it's everybody's thing. I am convinced that every single person is actually enjoying this. I've been fascinated by this game because it's been high stakes drama. The world's absolute best players are competing on the biggest stage imaginable. The World Cup is one of the most prestigious competitions in sports. It's an iconic event that attracts millions of people around the globe. I'm not really big on soccer. I don't understand the intricacies of the sport, and I don't pretend to. I don't know soccer as well as I know football, baseball, basketball, hockey. But what I do know is that soccer's popularity across all nations, its universal appeal, makes soccer undeniably the most popular sport on the planet, capturing an estimate global fan base of around 5 billion people. It is indeed the most globally widespread sport played on all seven continents. Soccer ranks as the third most popular sport for youth participation nationwide and a major sport among American kids. Not a big soccer fan, but I do watch the World Cup as I find it to be one of the most entertaining and exciting sporting events as countries compete against each other in a game that means so much for a lot of countries. Given that it's hosted on American soil, hosting this event in 11 major US cities has completely changed the energy of soccer. The game is reaching a fever pitch now that the tournament is being played right here in Los Angeles along with 10 other US cities. So it's been so exciting to watch the world's greatest players compete right here in the United States. This tournament is universally agreed to be great television. It's entertaining because the action creates constant suspense. And for me, from what I've seen, what I've absorbed, the low scoring nature of this sport transforms every single goal into a dramatic, high stakes masterpiece. I feel like this game is designed to instantly grab the viewer's attention and compel them to keep watching. You have a strong level of curiosity that fuels your interest as you form a deeper, more engaging connection with the sport. It also helps that USA has a really good soccer team. With a winning team, it establishes immediate relevance. The sport is already gaining increasing popularity across the country. It is attracting new fans because, look, everybody loves a winner. I don't think soccer will ever become America's favorite sport, but soccer is experiencing a massive surge in popularity driven by the rapid MLS growth, record breaking attendance, and the spotlight of hosting the World Cup. So there's a real shift towards soccer here in the United States. This time, the FIFA World Cup just feels different. I'm not sure the NFL can touch a sport that's played on every single continent in every country. The NBA certainly can't compete with soccer. Baseball struggles to attract a younger generation. There's no doubt about it that soccer is the undisputed king of global sports. And I think its universal dominance is no question driven by its simplicity and accessibility. All you really need is a ball and open space to play. And for an event as massive as the World Cup, it's going to have a large following. The World Cup is the most watched sporting event on the planet, drawing billions of viewers across more than 200 countries. Don't ask me anything about soccer. I love sports, but I'm totally ignorant when it comes to soccer. I can imagine, that a lot of people have more knowledge than I do when it comes to soccer. I can admit that my knowledge on this sport is quite limited. I'm not well versed in it yet, but hey, I would like to understand it better, learn more of their names and histories outside of Ronaldo and Messi. I don't really know anybody. No reason to lie, but being from America, I'm rooting for our Americans to win the competition. So that leads me to this conversation. Number one, this product. This is the most talented U.S. men's national team we've ever had. Through two matches, they're playing like it. And our guys have been the best team at the 2026 World Cup. If you didn't believe it, start believing. With that being said, they are so organized, oozing with an ounce of confidence, and you can see they really want to win. They're playing like they want to win. So, yeah, I think they can achieve anything if they believe it. I really think they can win it. There's a lot of noise around them. The two wins already feel like they won the whole thing. Job's not done, but that's just how massive the two wins are. And now they have the whole country behind them. And so I think with that, when you have the whole country supporting you, cheering you on, it could be difficult to beat you. And so there's a lot of conversation being had about this U.S. team, especially this week, that maybe they made their statement. The rest of the world is now seeing the U.S. hockey team or the U.S. soccer team, and they're seeing how good of a team they are. It's the start they wanted, and it's far from over, but it's encouraging. Look, I'm going to say this. We've caught up to the rest of the world, finally. It's a different team. The coach has those guys believing. They believe in each other. They can win the cup because they have that kind of talent. You better believe they're coming to win. It makes me think with a group of guys of that mindset, a win first mentality and a positive attitude, that they can get on the glory road and get from one glorious place to another higher glorious place. It's a fun team. I do know that. And for our country, it's like that moment in a big tournament where everyone in the crowd is just coming together in unison, standing up, screaming and hollering, cheering on the home team. It's beautiful. It's what sports are all about. This is what brings our country together. I had no idea USA was this good. They might win the World Cup. That's crazy. I'm not kidding. That's crazy. We never got this much recognition in soccer. Never. And all of a sudden, we're favorites to win the World Cup. That's almost unheard of for the Americans. That is unheard of. It's a different time in America. It's so early. It's so early, but with the way they look early on, I do feel much optimism. Their hopes are real and entirely achievable. I like it. I like that. Speaking of the Americans, they scored a total of 5 goals, conceding only 1, while earning 6 points and a spot in the round of 32 thanks to their first 2 matches. With the momentum they have now, they are perfectly positioned to win it all. If this team can sustain it, the U.S. is definitely a team to worry about. I learned pretty quickly in 1 week about this USA soccer team. There's a lot of doubters out there, but now more than ever, I believe there's a lot of people thinking that this is their chance to show the world that they can be the kings of the world. I'm one of them. I'm a firm believer. USA is a really good team, and they started out aggressively. And for much of the game, in just their first 2 games, the U.S. has controlled. It was surprising. It was a surprise. We got a chance. I'll tell you something, guys. I watched those first 2 USA games. I was blown away. And we got some great fans. That's real. And now what I'm looking forward to is the feel-good story of the Americans. It's really, really beautiful stuff to see our country very excited that our team is winning. It is a great, great story for a team that is a pretty good team. And as Americans, one thing we love more than anything is a great story. And it's not just that they're winning, it's that you consistently attack after taking a lead. I'm used to our teams being boring. Not this current team. They have been absolutely exciting. You can finally say they are a team. I think this is everyone's reaction after they won the first 2 games. Things have changed for U.S. soccer. 4 goals is not something that we do. That's about as good as it gets. I feel like we can take over this tournament. It's the way they have finished attacks with decisiveness, pounce on opportunities in front of the goal, showcase class and skill, you know, throughout the midfield and going forward and protect their leads with a strong back line where you go, it's a team very much that they have emerged as genuine contenders for World Cup glory. We found out that they're really, really good. I think they're better than a lot of people had anticipated. And this has been a strange, strange year for sports, where it feels like anything is possible. Team USA took gold in hockey, in the Olympics earlier in the year. It's been some crazy stuff happening in sports. So it wouldn't surprise me if USA Soccer shocks the entire world and win the World Cup. Because that's the kind of year it's been in sports. It's been a weird one. But you know what? As an American, I'll take it. Go Team USA. And I can tell you, this is the most soccer that I have ever watched in my lifetime. And I have had a blast. I have enjoyed every single moment of it. It has been exciting to watch. It has been thrilling. And it's just a great sport. And I think now I have more appreciation for soccer players because more power to them. They have to be able to run back and forth down the field. You have to have great endurance to do that. You have to be able to stay on your feet. And you never hear any of those guys complaining about how tired or exhausted they are. They just keep going. So I appreciate soccer players because, and a lot of those guys too, they play with a great sense of pride. And they take pride in doing it. And it's not just about them, it's about representing their country. And that's what these players are doing. And they are all doing it so well. So it's just a beautiful game. And it's just a beautiful thing to see. And I mean, we're 1 week in and we've already had fireworks. And we already had a lot of drama. And we had plenty of action. And I can only expect more of that to come as we go deeper into this wonderful tournament that we have here. Just incredible stuff. What a great sport this really is. So I have great appreciation for the game of soccer. Great sport. Truly, truly a lot of gifted athletes out there across the globe. It's amazing to see these countries come together and compete for one cup. And man, I'm going to end it with this. Go Team USA. All right, everybody. Thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate the love and support. We'll talk again very soon. But right now, I'm getting on out of here. I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. Happy Friday to you guys out there. Thank you guys for tuning in as always. Thank you guys for watching. You guys know where you guys can find me. But we'll talk again next time. Take care, everyone.